Gora Chande Aratita Soba Hare Gora Chande Aratita Soba Iba Jaya Jaya Gora Chande Aratika Shobha Iva Jaya Jaya Gora Chande Aratika Shobha Janavita Tavani Jagamana Loba Janavita Tavani Jagamana Loba Jagajana Mana Loba Ibadakini Dajan Bame Gadahara Nikate Advaita Srini Vasachatradara Kibabose Ache Gorachan Ratna Semasane Kibab Adidevagane Ibanaradi Adi Kore Shamaradulaya Kiba Madura Medanga Baje Paramarasala Gorangerarote Shoba Jaga Janamana Loba Gorang Gorangerarote Shoba Jaga Janamana Loba Rote Shoba Jaga Janamana Loba Jaga Janamana Loba Shanka Baje Ganta Baje Madur 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 Baje Shanka Baje Ganta Baje Madur 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 Baje Ga Maru 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 Baje Ibabahu Koti Chandra Jine Vadana Yuvala Kiba Chandra Jine Gala de se banamala Kori jala mala Iba siva sukha narada Premigada gada kibaya Bhakti vinoda deki Godara sampada Namah Vishnu Paraya Krishna Presaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Tinamine Namah Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pacharine Nirvishesha Sunyavari Paskatare Sataradine Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadada Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrenda Jaya Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadada Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrenda Jaya Bolo Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare Hare Bolo Bolo Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Radha Shama Suna Sri Radhe Jaya Radha Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya Radha Govinda Jaya Jaya Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala 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 Jaya Jaya Go Radha Ramana Adi Govinda Jaya Jaya Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Jaya Radha Shama Sundar Radha Shama Sundar Sri Radhe Jaya Jaya Radha Shama Sundar Radha Shama Sundar Sri Radhe Jaya Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Sri Radhe Jaya Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya 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 Shila Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya 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 Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Nitai Gaura Haribo 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 Nitai Gaura Haribo Nitai Gaura Gaura Premanande Haribo Jayom Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parvacharya Asotara, His Divine Grace. A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. Jayom Vishnupad Srila Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj ki jai. Ananda Koti Vaishnava ki jai. Namachari Haridas Thakur ki jai. Prem se kaho Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasari Gaura Bhaktavedanta ki jai. Vrindavan Mayapur Dhami ki jai, Radha Shama Sundara ki jai, Radha Madhava ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaura Premanandi. All glories to the assembly devotees. All glories to the assembly devotees. All glories to the assembly devotees. All glories to Sri Guru and Gauranga. That's what. Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Pralada lada dayende. Hiranya kasipurakshan. Silatangkana kalaye. Ito nishimo parato nishimo. Narasri mamadim charana prapade. Yato yato yamitato nishimo yato. Narasri mamadim charana prapade. Avakara kamala braye nata Abhuta Sringa Dalita Iranya Kashipu Tanya Bringa Ekavadika Narani Loka Jagani Larade Jagani Kare Jai Jagadish Hare. Dalari Rupa Jaya Jaya Nasringade Jaya Nasringade Jaya Nasringade Jaya Nasringade Jaya 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 Nardare Jaya Nardare Jaya Nardare Jaya Nardare Jaya 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 Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya 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 Srila Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya 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 Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya 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 Nitai Gaura Haribo 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 Nitai Gaura Haribo Nitai Gaura Haribo Jai Jai Krishna Bhagavan ki Jai Shri Prabhupada ki Jai Gaura Premanande Haribo
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Welcome to all of you on behalf of our Temple President, Her Grace Prema Mataji, and our founder Acharya His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada. I would like to welcome all of you on this wonderful Sunday program. Is there anyone coming first time? Anybody coming first time? Okay, all are here, and there. Wow, so many new people. Please give a big hand to all these people. Thank you so much for coming. And for all of you who are coming first time, we have a small gift for you. So before you leave, downstairs there is a book table. Please collect your gift over there, right? And for all the newcomers, just for your information, we will be going through a lecture, which is a class right now, and after that we'll go for prasadam, which will be around 6:15, 6:30, and then there will be kirtan going on. Deity curtain closes at 6:30. So for all the newcomers. But we have a very, very special guest today who is going to be speaker for today. His Grace Krishna Prema Das Prabhu. Those he's very, very familiar to this congregation. A brief introduction about Prabhu. Prabhu has been practicing Bhakti Yoga for over a decade. He and his wife, Sumangla Mataji, has been serving ISKCON Naperville in various capacities. He conducts self-discovery seminars periodically, and also he facilitates weekly spiritual gathering at his home, where they organize Bhakti Vichar program. And Prabhu currently serves as a congregation development lead in our temple. But beyond that, they have done so much to the temple, to much community. On material side, Prabhu is a manager. Prabhu lives with his family in the Lyle community, and he always served to this temple. So please welcome His Grace Krishna Prema Prabhu for a Sunday class. All right, so I see everybody is very well settled. So we will go for the class for another 45 minutes or so. Thank you.
Prabhu. You are able to see? Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. It's not resounding. Okay. So we'll start with our prayers to our Guru Parampara. You can follow me here. How is this? Okay. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुर्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नम ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणि प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधार श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुस्तुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारणं परमानन्दमाधवं परमानन्दमाधवं परमानन्दमाधवम्। Thank you very much for coming today's Sunday feast. I welcome you all. So I hope you saw the disclaimer. So today very interesting topic, and as well as it also gives a practical solution for us. And this is the problem every one of us going through this one. And we'll see how Srila Prabhupada provided us how to be consistent in our sadhana. So at the end of this session or talk, there are two questions we have to be able to answer. So we will have a test at the end. basically it's a test for me. The test for me, but you will write the test. So if you answer right, both of us pass. If you won't, then it is my failure to communicate to you properly. So I should improve on myself. So feel free. I am one among you. I am not fallen from, I'm not a realized soul or anything. So feel free and absorb. I request your attention. So the first question is, why devotees start with so much enthusiasm, but that enthusiasm won't last for long, or we struggle to stay consistently or consistent. So why? What is lacking? And then let's see what is the practical arrangement that helps us to be consistent in Krishna consciousness, right? These are the two questions: how, why it is happening, how we can overcome that thing. So these are the two simple things we want to be able to. Now, in this connection, there is a beautiful Ashtakam, and in my opinion, this is one of the best I came across. And the author has very beautifully summarized the entire Vedic literature, in my opinion, very systematically. And one of the verse is also directly answers our first question, and partly the question for the answer for both of them. So your goal is to identify that verse at the end. So fast forward, I will say, you repeat after me. And this Ashtakam is also known as Kevala Ashtakam. Very beautiful. Madhuram madhurebhyopi mangalebhyopi mangalam. Madhuram madhurebhyopi mangalebhyopi mangalam. Pavanam pavanebhyopi Hare namaiva kevalam. Pavana pavanebhyopi Hare namaiva kevalam. Abrahmastambhaparyantam sarvam mayamayam jagat. Abrahmastambhaparyantam sarvam mayamayam jagat. Satyam satyam punah satyam Hare namaiva kevalam. Saguru sapita chapi samata bandavopi saha. Sikshayet चेत् सदा स्मृतं हरेर्नामैव केवलम् निःश्वासेनाहि विश्वासः कदारुदोऽहं भविष्यति कीर्तनीयमतो बाल्यात् हरेर्नामैव केवलम् हरिः सदा वसेत् तत्र यत्र भागवता जनाः गायन्ति भक्तिभावेन हरेर्नामैव केवलम् गायन्ति भक्तिभावेन हरेर्नामैव केवलम् अहो दुःखं महादुःखं दुःखाद्दुःखतरं यतः काचार्तं विस्मृतं रत्न हरेर्नामैव केवलम् धियतां धियतां कर्णो नियतां नियतां वाचः धियतां धियतां नित्यं हरेर्नामैव केवलम् त्रिनिकृत्य जगत् सर्वं राजते सकलोपरि चिदानन्दमयं शुद्धं हरेर्नामैव केवलम् चिदानन्दमयं शुद्धं हरेर्नामैव केवलम् So, in every verse, the author is repeating Hare Namaiva Kevalam. So, okay. So, we all know that for this yuga, only the easy and the only way is japa, taking the Lord's name. So it's not that there is a lack of knowledge, but there is a lack of association that is yielding for the inconsistencies or the reason we are not consistent. So, okay. Now, how this association is very crucial for our bhakti, right? So, in Bhagavatam, we have plenty of examples. So, Narada Muni, in his childhood, because of the association, he totally transformed. So, that is for his transformation. But later, there are so many pastimes how Narada Muni, he himself became that agent of the transformation. So, one such example is Valmiki, right? Mrugari, who is an hunter, was completely transformed. It just because of the association. Now, I want to take more contemporary examples. You all know Bhagavatam and all the Vedic literature better than me. And so, the very organization where we are, ISKCON, this is also started with an association. Prabhupada, because of his parents in his childhood, he got the association of the devotees. He groomed as a Abhayacharan in the family environment where constantly he was in association with the devotees. And gradually, because of his Guru Maharaj instruction to preach or to give this knowledge to the Western audience, he came to America. And then we know how ISKCON became a householder name. And we are celebrating 60 years of ISKCON today. So, this is the number one example that I would. Now, because of this, Srila Prabhupada disciples, so many disciples, in fact, all of them, one unique thing that we can find is association, how they got transformed. You all know Romapada Maharaj, right? He often visits us and gives association. And he started when he was in freshman in the medical school. That is when he got in touch with the devotees. That's the first time when it happened that transformed. And he became he changed from a future physician to a lifelong spiritual guru. Look at the power of the association. And then, you all know Radhanatha Swami, right? For Chicago, we have very special attachment because Maharaj born and brought up in Chicago. So, from early childhood, Maharaj was inclined to pursue or know about the truth of the life, what is beyond this material. And he traveled from Chicago to Europe, and then from Europe to Middle East, and finally he ended up in India. And in India also he roamed all over the place. But finally when he came to Vrindavan, that is when he saw the devotees, especially the devotees from America. He was so fascinated, how come they are here? And that's when he transformed association of the devotees in Vrindavan to a spiritual guru today, inspiring. So both Maharajas, you can find the association is the key. But all of us are Gruhasthas. Me quoting this example, you may be wondering, and maybe scary also, what association will become the sannyasis or us? We have to leave our families or no? No, not at all. There are plenty of examples. You don't need to change anything. Just change the consciousness. Now, one such example I can give you is who is this person? He is the grandson of the Ford family, and he is a billionaire. For him, there is nothing. We are struggling for day-to-day life, for making life, but for him, no. But look at the association, power of the association. He has not quit his family, but rather the association spiritualized his wealth and family. In Mayapur, you all know that there is a Vedic temple, a gigantic temple is built, and he is the prominent fundraiser for that one. He donated millions of dollars. So look at that, how he is using his wealth for a right cause. So that is the power of the association. Now, another thing is, in this temple hall itself, there are so many devotees. How they have benefited from this association. But often we may not recognize, or it may not, we may not take much time to see how that association. So not only the association that transform them, but they also become the agents of this transformation. So since in the interest of time, I can't take everybody's name. So I'm just giving the example of our beloved temple president, Premananda Mataji, right? So she is a professional. She was a director of the lab in Cook County Health Department. But association made her to see how, what is other alternative. So she did not quit her family, but rather continued with that. And today, look at that, how this association, she has been instrumental where we are nicely sitting in this temple. Because of the all the devotees helped her, and she is the coordinating. Not that this is one individual erected this temple. No, everybody's contribution is there. But there one person who need to be coordinating everything. So that is what she did. So it's very amazing that how association transforms the individual. Even myself, how I got connected to the ISKCON. I never, I was following something else, but it so happened in 2005-ish, I think. And the credit goes to my better half, Sumangala. She was in Seattle, and that's when she saw on the notice board that there is a Bhagavad Gita discussion happening during the lunch hours. And then she got attracted and she went, and then that gradually transformed into a weekly attendance to the satsang. And fast forward, that's when first time she met our Guru Maharaj Rompal Swami. And then she came back she was about to come to Chicago, and then she thought, well, I'm going there. Is there anything there for me to continue? So Maharaj provided some contact. And then she came here. My first journey and my first beginning is from the Mataji's home. In 2004, whatever satsang Sunday, every Sunday we are having here, that used to happen at her home. Nirantar Prabhu and Mataji very nicely, they used to facilitate and then tolerated all our shortcomings. Look at that, how one person transformed the whole thing. So, from a professional life to a Krishna conscious family. Now, often we may wonder, right, after retirement, what to do and everything. But Mataji has got a nice opportunity. She is busier than her previous profession, because being a temple president is not easy. For that matter, anything, anybody, for a voluntary organization, it is very challenging. But all these things one can overcome by just because that strong foundation laid through the association. Now, we are all a science student, right? We know this chain reaction. So, association creates a chain reaction. How? Association, an individual, by association, they get transformed. And with that transformation, they render the service. And through that service, many more lives are transformed. So, not only through association becomes our own transformation, but we also become an agent for the transformation. So that is the beauty of this chain reaction. Constantly this reaction is going happening. See, the so-called the leaders are one time they were also the CD's association, and then now they are inculcating this transformation. So for all our the question we raise, right, why we are not though we start our journey with so much motivation, but we won't last sometimes because of the lack of the association. So the ask is, don't just receive association, but become an association for someone else also. Because especially our movement, it's not just a organization establishes temples. It is a preaching movement. Srila Prabhupada, once I can share that he encouraged every one of his disciples. Doesn't matter what you know, what it matters is how the bliss that you are going through, share with others, make them also in the Krishna conscious path. So that is the beauty of this. Now, having understood association is that what we are looking for to be consistent, then what is that that can help on a practical ground? So the devotees have come up with a very nice initiative called to raise your BP. BP means generally what happens for blood pressure, right? So they want to, whenever a devotee comes in anybody's life, first thing is that shaking happens, right? Because they say something that we didn't hear any time. So, but don't worry, we are not going to raise the BP. And this is a BP means here stands for Bhakti part. So this is a practical, very practical way. Now you may say, every week I am coming to the temple. What is the point in another program? Now we come temple here Sunday once, right? But from Monday through Saturday, the life goes on. What? Work, family, our own career desires, whatnot. It goes on. Now, whatever the energy that we have gained today slowly drains away. And also, it's a very formal atmosphere. But we need something informal where we can share our mind, whatever is we are going through. Because we are in a grihastha life, right? So, Shastra says, padam padam vipadam. So what else can be? The grihastha life is a fantastic example. We start our day and then it goes where we don't know. So the bhakti part, after a long thought, the devotees have created this initiative. I don't want to call it as a program, but it's an initiative which will nourish your bhakti, which will to be consistent, that will help us. So the very goal of the bhakti part is to nurture Krishna consciousness through a regular devotee association in a warm and home-centered atmosphere, right? In a temple, you will maybe some hesitation, should I ask this or not? But in a in a home, no, sky is the limit. So now that is the idea behind this program. So how many of you know that there is something like this Bhakti Part initiative exists? Okay, very few hands. So that means this is the right topic. Now, what are just I will highlight the important goals or what you call the heart of this Bhakti Part. Now, relationship, right? We are all grihasthas, and especially, the COVID might have given that flavor, how relationships are very important. No matter whatever you have, materially and not only materially, spiritually also, the relationships are very important, right? Now, as I said, we go through so many problems, and we also want to share and with whom we can share. We can't share with everybody. So the relationships, this will nurture the relationships. And then bhakti in our daily life. Now when I grow up, I also learned about Bhagavad Gita, but never I know how it can be applied in our practical life. So bhakti part will help us. The next how we can the theory that we have learned, how in our practical life, because the setup is like that. And then care for one another, right? We are all going through so many problems, but there should be somebody. So that relationship that we start could also help here. And then steadily growth. Now, today, first time if you have come to this program, it doesn't mean that tomorrow you'll be transformed completely Krishna conscious. It doesn't happen like that. It doesn't happen. So that steadiness it inculcates and then finally creates a Krishna conscious environment. Now, in summary, you know what is bhakti path. Now you must be very curious. How can I can be a part of this bhakti path? So there are three ways one can be part of this bhakti path. The first one is one can be guide for a spiritual family. Why? Because there are so many devotees, they are already with the movement, they are already for years and years they have been practicing bhakti. So they are the right candidates to guide us. So they can be part of this. So in this room, so many people are there. Everybody can be part of this bhakti path. Everybody in some capacity. So this is the first one. And second one is open your heart, open your home, and then because in the one of the verse we have seen, Arihi sada vaset tatra yatra bhagavata jana. The Lord is residing where? Where the devotees are there. Now just because this is temple, right? If we are not coming, the Lord is not going to be residing here. He will go somewhere. Even if you are at home and then temple, nobody is coming here, the Lord is not going to be residing here. Rather, He goes to the devotee's home. So the best way for us to open up our home, does it require elaborate arrangements? No, just for 1 or 2 hours, that's it. So Hari comes to us when we open our house. That's a beauty. And for this, do we need to be scripturally sound? Do we need to know anything? Nothing, zero requirement. All we need is our willingness, right? So that is. And then next, this one, learn and grow. You don't need to be knowing anything. You don't need to open your home, but just come wherever Bhakti Pod is there, come and grow. So these are the three. Can anybody think that they won't fall in this one of this category? So I guess you're all signing up for Bhakti Pod. Okay. Now, this is there are so much elaborate things I can talk, but in the short time, I wanted to give association is the problem that for us not to be consistent. And one of the practical solution is Bhakti Pod. Now this Bhakti Pod is generally, people have seen here, we have around 6 Bhakti Pods. They usually on a Friday evening. So Friday evening, you can do so many things, right? You can go to places, you can become high, right? And you can go to whatnot. So many places you can go. But this is a place very nicely you can come and in a home atmosphere, you can spend your time. And the topics are very in such a way that very practical. That how you can today, simple thing is there, then how it can be applied into your life. So all those things will help you. So without taking me speaking too much, I want to encourage, hear from the people who are already part of this. They are in some fashion they are guiding, and some fashion they are opening their homes, and others they are just going there and taking advantage of this. So we would like to hear from them. So kind of, you right, any stretch if I talk, it doesn't make any difference. The only difference is the one who is attending, what they are feeling. Okay, so that will be more powerful. So I encourage any who is facilitating to just share your thoughts. Okay, Gopal Hari Prabhu want to share, please. Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare Hare Krishna. So, Krishna Prema Prabhu primed me for this a little bit. So he asked me to do this. I'm sharing upon his request. As he described, this process is so nice. His presentation was so wonderful. Let's give him a very round of applause. Yes. Actually, this process was first established by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, who Prabhupada said is the pioneer of Krishna consciousness, and he started this Bhakti Vriksha program, which in the here in modern times, in appreciation for the ear pod, has been called the Bhakti pod, right? Because really the heart of the Bhakti Vriksha is hearing, right? It's all about the ear pod, it's hearing. So facilitating one of these things, one of these groups, means hearing and chanting together, right? Hearing and chanting together, and hearing and chanting the books and the words given by the great sages. So this is actually something that Srila Prabhupada said, that when we open our homes and we do this, that it's not just that it's us and it's others joining, but even the demigods, the sages, Narad Muni, Vyasadeva, they all come and they give us their blessing. So it's about hearing, and we hear by reading Prabhupada's books. So it becomes a excuse, a means by which we can actually together study Prabhupada's books, study these wonderful literatures. So throughout our life, many of us have the desire to read Bhagavad Gita. Sometime in my life I should read Bhagavad Gita. But we also were going to do it, but we never are able to do it. So through this Bhakti Vriksha, as a group, you can cover the entire Bhagavad Gita. And naturally, when you have a group, someone has to facilitate it. So someone who's already done it, as he described, can help and encourage the group by explaining the verses, answering questions. Everyone participates in that process of explaining also, but someone is there who's a little bit been through that, and so they're helping others do it. So this is what it means to a facilitator. It's very simple, it's very easy, it's very blissful. And just like when Hanumanji went to find Mother Sita, he had a way in which Mother Sita would know that it's Hanuman, right? And what was that special gem that he had? It was the ring, right? He was giving the ring. So it is these wonderful literatures, the Srimad Bhagavatam, the Bhagavad Gita, that are the ring. And it's through these literatures that we meet others who are, interested in this. They connect us. And it's through this ring that we connect with one another, through this spiritual knowledge, this shared spiritual knowledge. In the Gita, Krishna has this beautiful verse. He says, Macchitta madgata prana bodhyanta parasparam katayantascha mam nityam tushyanti cha ramanti cha. He says the devotees of the Lord are always, what are they engaged in? In conversing about me and talking about me. And then he says, it's in those conversations that I appear. Right? So that's the idea, is that when we are facilitating these discussions, in that discussion, we can read the books, but when we actually talk about them, when we discuss the content, then Krishna appears. So this is a very special activity. If you facilitate this, it's not just for your benefit, but it's for your entire family's benefit. One thing that I personally experienced is that in my own experience and also in the experience of my children, that doing this makes the children feel that they own Krishna consciousness. It's like theirs, and they're sharing it with others. It becomes a very exciting activity of the week for the entire family. It's something you look forward to throughout the week. Okay, Friday is coming. Every day was like normal, but okay, Friday is at least going to be really special and really exciting, right? Something, we're going to meet our friends, we're going to eat a nice feast, we're going to sing songs, we're going to sing kirtan, and we're going to read something together. So like this, it becomes a very special activity for the family. Krishna says in the Gita that, again, another verse from the Gita, that one who shares this wisdom with others is the dearest to him, the dearest servant. So being a facilitator allows us to do that small service for Krishna, which he becomes very happy with. He becomes very grateful. for anyone who does this. So it is not easy. It requires some perseverance. There's some work attached to it. There's some commitment. But Krishna is telling us that it's joyfully performed. Susukum karti avyam. And if we do it, we become very dear to Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. And one more, who is attending? Okay. Okay, yeah, it's a one quick time.
Hello, Hare Krishna. I would like to share one experience that we had. We used to host a Bhakti Rickshaw or Bhakti Pod at our home. I'm talking about like 20 years back or something like that, 18 years back. So I used to run the kids' classes, and one of the student, he was just a second grader. So I'm trying to give the power of association, or what is it to be hosting a Bhakti Pod, just sharing that experience. So the kid was 2-year-old, and I was teaching them Patram Pushpam Phalam To in Shloka, and practically I was telling them what the minimum that they could do, at home, like offer a fruit, a flower. If nothing is there, just offer a water pot with a tulasi leaf in it, and Krishna will accept it. After, as he says, cut short, I saw his mom in a Costco like an year ago, after like 18 years, literally. She comes to me with so much of enthusiasm, and she says, Sumangala Mataji, I want to talk to you, I want to share this. That little kid from second grade, like almost more than 15 years, he's offering the water every single day. He's in high school now, but still he is offering. So it is how much, that the kid who's transforming his life, every day he's connecting with the Lord, even it could be few minutes. And he's reciting the shlokas that he read in that Bhakti Pod. So I felt that, I didn't know that what is the power of that association. I just did, as a service. Everybody, we don't know when, until we don't have that service, we will not know. But the service is very powerful. It transforms so many lives, and we have that opportunity. Krishna gave us that opportunity. We have that energy, and we learn, and it's time to share to others. So I highly encourage. I know we might be thinking I have these commitments, I have that commitment, but every time when we wanted to do the service, we need to go out of our comfort zone and take one step forward to do it. That's when things manifest, and that's when Krishna bestows the mercy. So if you would like to make the transformation or experience what I experienced, please do sign up for the Bhakti Pod. I'm not trying to market, I'm just trying to share what's the experience I had. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Okay. So I think Indu Mataji wants to share as an attendee. So please.
Hare Krishna. This is also planned. So in 2023, sometime in January or February, when Gopal Hari Prabhu was distributing books at Patel Brothers, he recognized my father, who was passing through the doors, having seen him at the temple a couple of times. And so Gopal Hari Prabhu told him that he was going to be starting a Bhakti Vriksha or a Bhakti Pod soon, and he invited our family to join. My parents thought about it, and they decided to give it a go, because it happened on Friday evenings, a very convenient time, and also was close to our house, so we would not lose anything if we went. And if we did not like it, there was no pressure to go. And this was before we were in Krishna consciousness. We were not even devotees back then. We were like just coming to the temple every now and then. So the first week, it was just my mom and dad who went. They went for like a trial run. They wanted to see if this was a program that was actually good to bring their kids along as well. And they went and they were so pleased by it. And my brother and myself also joined along the next week. And we have been going almost every week since then. Gopal Hari Prabhu and Devi Murti Mataji are our mentors, are the mentors for our whole family. And when my mom had a couple of doubts and questions because she was brand new, she would speak to Devi Murti Mataji on the phone. And it was only after those conversations that she felt satisfied and thought Krishna consciousness is actually a worthy endeavor. At one point, Gopal Hari Prabhu would check in with me every week, and we would talk on the phone for minimum 1 hour, like every week. And that is a significant amount of time for someone who has kids, who works as a professor full-time, who's also on the temple board, I think. And he goes for book distribution every week on top of facilitating Bhakti Vriksha every Friday. And I actually asked him one day, where does he get that from? Like, how can he give me that time when he has so many responsibilities? And that was a serious question. I wanted to understand him. And he said that his mentor, his Guru Maharaj, helped him so selflessly. And when a devotee receives that mercy, they naturally feel like distributing that. So, you know, in ISKCON and in this temple, there are many such devotees who received that selfless, causeless mercy, and they just want to give that away. So when we see that there are devotees who facilitate these bhakti pots, I like to think that they're only doing it because they just want to give something. They might feel like they might even feel like they need to give something, having received something so wonderful. And without Bhakti Vriksha and without our mentors, our family could never have invited Krishna consciousness into our lives. And that is just a fact. And I'm just giving the surface level of how it changed our life. And there's plenty of subject matter there. This is the last. It was like an entire new world had opened to us. It gave us a nice community where there is no gossip. People are just nice to each other. And you can make friends with people who are actually nice and kind. Materially, such association is almost non-existent. But here you actually get to talk about Krishna, his devotees in various forms. You actually get to have conversations that feel nourishing for your soul. And if you think about it, it sounds unreal. And the association also made our life so interesting. There's not even 1 week where we feel like we're bored. There's always something happening. Quite literally all the time there's something happening. All in all, it made our lives very happy, and that is something that I wish everyone has. And that is quite within everyone's reach because there are plenty of bhakti pods already happening and more will come. So I hope everyone takes full advantage of this. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, Prabhu, and everybody that shared. So now you have a proof also that works. So now the question is, I will wrap up. I already exceeded 5 minutes. How can we part of this bhakti part? So today I invite you all to be part of this bhakti part. So there are volunteers waiting here after this. All I need 3 very simple 4 answers, 4 information from you. The number 1, name and your phone number. I don't need your address. All I need the major intersection close to your home. The reason we need that one, we will map how close to you are to existing bhakti part. That is the goal, right? And I can promise you this information will not be shared with outsiders. No. So you don't be scared of giving your information. Name, phone, closest intersection. Then, these 3 things. At this moment, what you are inspired. So once we call, we'll try to see how we can accommodate you. So the devotees are there, going to come to you after this. So if I see more and more people giving their information, there is no obligation for anything. Just feel free to give. Okay? That's the number 1, nothing else. Tomorrow if somebody calls, then if your life is busy, no problem. So don't worry about that. Just share this information. So they are going to come. Please don't hesitate to give this information. So here people who are already practicing this bhakti for years and years, they are initiated. They can guide. So as you know, there are three roles, right? Who can guide, who can host, who can just come and grow. So these three. So one of us, all the people in this room should qualify for one of these. So please do not hesitate. So my humble request, so if you give, then the test is passed. I am passed, you are passed. If you don't give, the blame is on me. So don't worry about that. Okay, so if you have any further questions on this, please do not hesitate. Contact Pratibahu Prabhu. He is our, he and me manage this initiative. So do not hesitate. Take our number, bother us as much as you want. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Just be there. Please give a big hand to Prabhu for this wonderful lecture. I see some of you came late, and I don't know if everybody followed through what Prabhu was asking. In summary, his ask is very simple. And you can do this as a pilot also, so no pressure to what Prabhu is asking. If you want to host program at your home, you can do every Friday, or you just want to try once, also that's fine. Devotees will come do some program, and that's the simple ask. If you are interested, Prabhu, where will the people?
Yes, while they are taking in the line, people, the volunteers will approach.
Volunteers, okay. Or you can see Prabhu here, or you can on the reception you can give the
And
details.
we have a
You have QR code?
also.
Okay. Where are the QR code? Other places? Are there other places?
We will place on one of the walls.
Yeah. So you can put it somewhere so that it's just very straightforward. I mean, just do it if you are interested. This program will be done at your home. No cost, nothing. It's all on the congregation. So once again, Prabhu, thank you so much. This is such a wonderful initiative that temple has, which has benefited, I think, millions and millions, right?
Yes.
I am myself is a product of that. Arudha Mataji is sitting here. So first of all, welcome Arudha Mataji once again. So coming back after a long time to Sadhya program. And if you are trying to initiate this program, so she is the super principal of this program. How many people she has transformed throughout in this journey, and with just simple. I remember the Boyji days, and Mataji used to like. You can leave everything, but the Friday evening you can't miss out. And that was rice and beans, but that was so good. That rice and beans taste was amazing. And so I'm sure everyone who has the part of this Bhakti Pod, Bhakti Viksha, has that special experience that you all shared. And I have mine too. Thank you. Today, again, like every Sunday, this program is possible because there are the kind donation from some people who sponsor the Sunday feast. So any one of you who are here, who are inspired to do the similar service, you can see Ramdas Prabhu or talk to front desk or talk to me. So today, this Sunday program is possible because some kind donors from following people. I read out the names, and if you are here, please come forward. So first of all, it is Chitali Modi family seeking Lord's blessing for Krish on his 20th birthday. Are you here, the family? Oh, sorry, it's you. Okay, sorry. Oh, Chris, welcome.
Oh.
And Dr. Hemlata Meena celebrating her birthday. Oh, I'm sure she's not here, didn't see her. So, but we'll pray for her. And we have Sisir Panchal for Sri Krishna and devotees during Chaturmasa. So, are you here? Okay, no. And Varsana Mataji sponsoring for the 21st death anniversary of her father, Sri Arabha Muthan. And Rita Yadav is sponsoring the memory of her late husband Narayan Yadav and seeking blessings for devotees. So please, Mataji, please come. For son Rahul and Rohit. Thank you, Mataji. And Sri Jagannath Das and Rimal Patel and family seeking prayers and blessings for the devotee for their mother's departed soul. So are you, please come. Again, we sincerely want to thank all these devotees who make this event possible. So for those who are here or who are not, and for every other devotees who still wants to do but somehow not able to do, let's pray together with me one mantra. So please look towards Sri Radha Syam Sundar and together let's chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And once again, thank you, Krishna Prema Prabhu, this wonderful lecture, Prabhu. So it was very simple but well delivered. Thank you. So with that, we have a little bit of announcement from the fundraising team, and then we'll go for prasad. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, everyone. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So as you may see on the TV screen, our next second Tulabharam Janmashtami Tulabharam festival is scheduled on September 6th. This is right after Janmashtami. Janmashtami is on Friday, September 4th. And then it's a 2-day celebration here at the temple, 4th and 5th, Friday, Saturday. Right after 2-day celebration, we'll have Janmashtami Tulabharam festival celebration at Aston Place in Willbrook, Illinois. So we will need a lot of help and support from all of you. And all of you can help in many ways. But the biggest ways you can help is to share this with your network and pray for this fundraiser. As you may know, we still have $2.4 million loan at 6.5% interest. And the next phase is coming up, which is right now almost waiting for city's approval, which is going to cost us $2 million. And the final phase is another $1 million. So we still have close to $5 million to raise. And all of you can help in many, many ways. So please keep us in your prayers. Please help us the best way you can. More detail will follow. Thank you and Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So with that, we will go downstairs for prasadam. Kirtan will be going here, and again the curtain will open at 7:30. So you can have darshan 7:30 to 8.